Good evening and good night from yammybtv. I might come up one more time in the next couple of minutes to just clear the air today. But a lot of questions being asked, because I got the messenger, I got the WhatsApp, I got the Instagram, everybody starts piling in. But let's get this one thing straight. You're talking about a robot from the West Country, right? I got my brother who lives down there, Ricky Edwards. Not my half brother, really. He's my boy still, right? So, Robbotam. I used to train with him. So that question you're asking, Sooty, Robbotam was my boy. Remember that. What Robbotam didn't know, that I knew that when he was 15 and he was growing up, that I already heard about him from Mikey Henderson. I already heard about him when he was growing up, that he was going to be a Mikey Henderson. Used to say to me, Yammy, look out for Robbotam along the journey. He used to say that to me, and then I saw it with my own eyes. So we know what happened in Franklin. We know that Robbotam and GN had to go on, I say, a bit of work and harm somebody really seriously, apparently, allegedly. I don't know, I wasn't there down in Geordieland that time there. Right, so I wasn't down that end, that neck of the woods at that time. But one thing I can tell you is that me and Robbotam used to train together. He's the only man that I ever saw pick up 200 kilo off the floor with one hand. One hand, right? So he didn't know that I knew about him already 10 years previously, before I met him in the caves. He don't know that Uncle Yammy's storing all the history in his brain. And they're asking me if he could have done Charlie Bronson and all that thing. Don't talk no nonsense to me, man. Robbotam, like some of my other ones, with the Charlie Bronson can't have a row with. That way there. You got to be perfectly honest. Robbotam's a real serious handful, man. I don't care what the rumours are. I don't care about what of it. All I can tell you is what I saw in there. The first day I ever met Robbotam, he walked up to me and he said to me, "Are you Yammy?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Are you Robbotam?" He said to me, "Yeah." He said to me, "Yammy, have they asked you to do a hit on me?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "They have. But this man is 19 stone. I ain't gonna win no round here." I got to be honest with you, man. I'm going to bed in a minute, man. But I got to say what I saw. And I got to tell you that that was my boy, Robbotam. I got to see certain things, because they all talk this thing. Certain people, they go round and round and round about houses with certain things, but really you never told him nothing, did you? Because I was there. I don't know about his cases. I don't know how his life is down in the West Country, because I've never been on road with him. I haven't. All I could tell you is what I saw. I saw him put it on, certain man. And he used to say to me, "Yammy, stick with me. How much is he giving you? I'll give you that." Because he knew Robbotam. Robbotam knew. They kept him in the CSU, the control unit. Halfway, the man's got a 4-year tariff. The man ended up doing a 12-year, 14-year tariff. This was like they're always messing about with the poor man. I don't understand how that could be. I really don't understand it. I don't, man. But me and him used to train, yeah. One time we was down the block before they moved him into the CSU. He'd just come back from Franklin after the madness with GM down there where they jumped on my man. Way back in the day, there was a beef with GM and Slaney. And I did me and Slaney. I like Warren. I can see Warren knock out loads of man. Slaney. I've got to be honest with you. Slaney's a real menace for certain, man. He's a real problem for Leicester. Right? And he's seriously strong stuff. But he's been convicted of a crime, apparently, allegedly, that he didn't commit. So he's had to spend the next 25 years in jail. But Robbotam from Bristol, I saw him knock out a few men. I saw the screws, the officers, go in there with my own eyes. But he hesitated. He was like, you know, when you're lining up a man, but you've done it for too long. So you're pulling your hand back, but you're letting too much out with all that weight, because you know the security PO Bertram in Long Lartin. So we're all down the block, right? So they're all at the door, but I'm watching through the door or the exercise or whatever, right? So he's there, Robbotam. So he's there, so he's pulling back his hand, but you know Robbotam just wants to line him up, because you know that in reality, if it was a one-on-one out here or one-on-one from another direction, oh no, from another direction, then you know Robbotam's going to lick off his head. Because if that blow lands on him, trust me, his head's going to sail over there somewhere over the canister. Robbotam was built, trust me. No, he's real problems. But he don't know Uncle Yammy because he's a young boy for me, like 10 years or something. Like, I heard about him a long way before that. But he went through the violence. Robbotam. Those rumours about the Steds and all that, I don't know. I never see him ever take nothing. But my man was built like a tank. Another one, the first man I ever see bench 5 plates as well, David Warren, as well, different style. He used to mix with my man Fleming from South London. I think they was in Helmsbury together as well. But when I tell you, oh God, I saw something. Because they used to try and buoy him off behind the scenes. But they couldn't really tell him nothing. It's got to be said. His convictions were never proven in jail. They're proven outside. But once they got him inside, they wound him up. That's the truth. The truth of the whole matter. But in reality, Robbotam's a serious problem. He's a serious problem. Oh my days. Some of these figures you don't even ever hear about, you know. Robbotam, boy. Robbotam. Serious guy. He used to love me. I used to come and do the squats. He say to me, Yammy, how are you squatting 5 plate? I'm 19 stone and I can do 6 plate. How can you do 5 plate at 11, 12 stone? I know. I got to be honest, I got a soft spot for Robbotam because he backed it. Robbotam. I remember all of them was on the wing and he come, he said, listen, have any of you got to say anything to me about my past? No answer. Never said nothing. You didn't say nothing to him. I've got to answer you that, even though we know on yammybtv we don't talk about these things and blah. But when someone asks me the question, I've got to answer in the most truthful way that I know. Because I can only tell you what I ever saw. And Robbotam was one of those guys, man. He's been out, been recalled. But you made Robbotam, man. With Bertram and all that day, he swung the punch, but he missed. Because he was too angry. He was too angry. He took too long, but he's got so much shit on his head because his visits, his shit, all the stuff that goes with it in there. He knows the security team are messing about with him. So Robbotam's not really thinking like that. He's thinking, if I catch you, because you remember when they unlocked the door, because he's on some 10-man unlock as well. A story for you not one day with him and some of the names they talk about on their own podcast. Uncle Yammy, tell you straight, Robbotam knocked them clean out. Ain't gonna lie. Got to tell you straight. He's a real serious handful. My God, man. You say, Uncle Yammy, I love you. I said, yeah, Uncle Yammy, how much did he give you? I said, he gave me 3. He said, I'll give you 5. Robbotam was up to the time, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say, I'm not gonna belittle no man because of what other people say. All I can tell you is what I saw. And you not talking all your crud, or you talking all your shit. Uncle Yammy tell you that certain man knock you clean out in there. And they don't mess about. When I look back, I've been reflecting all day today, you know. I'm nearly tired now, man. I've had some pizza, yeah, everything's all right. But I'd just like to clear that up as well. What was the other thing that I need to talk about as well? You lot from the northeast as well. I ain't going to call no names now. Yeah, you get in touch with me and we'll talk about things if you like. You know what I mean? I can't really say much more than that. But all I can say is when you lot ask me the question, I will deliver. Hold on one sec. Shit. Yeah, but I will stand up today. I will stand up today for my man, Jermaine Robbotam, right? True soldier. One of those guys back in the day when you're talking about true crime, it was about that life. And he done his thing. Because I was there. I saw it. It was my boy. I'll tell you that. Uncle Yammy, they always respect Uncle Yammy. In that way. He's a bigger boy for me in that way with muscle-wise and all that. And you could have a row and all that kind of stuff. But in reality, same thing. Because I've got to see some people down there. I'm going down into Devon soon. I've got to see some members from back in the day as well. Because I always like to pay my respects as well to that life as well. To some people that was real. You see what I mean? Well, Uncle Yammy, I have to tell you, they're definitely a name to be reckoned with. Wow. Don't get twisted. Ricky Edwards, you know, don't you? Play about with Jermaine Robbotam. Don't make me laugh. Funny guy, I know, but built like a tank. My God. And you were asking about this man and that man and whether you could have a round. So that was years late because when you're younger, we know that you're going to be fresher. We all know that about fighting. But I have to tell you, the Robbotam represented, even when the chips were down. When they were all talking their stuff, saying he can't come on the wing, oh yeah. But Robbotam turned up. They never said nothing. That's what I'm saying. So then what's facts, what's fiction? You see what I mean? Okay, let me tell you the truth. Big you up, Jermaine Robbotam. All right, my boy, because I saw it firsthand, man. I saw you do your thing, man. I saw you represent. Because only if you're guilty, you don't represent. If you're not guilty and you're standing up for yourself, Uncle Yammy likes that. Uncle Yammy believes there's a cause where you can say, nah, I'm not. That's not right about what they say about me. I'm telling you, it was like this. You see what I mean? So all the talk you lot are talking out there about this man and that man and that man, but for Robbotam, you weren't really nothing much either. Come on, man. Be real about it. I'm going to bed soon, man. I know everybody's fast asleep already around me, man. So I just got to get myself together now. Tomorrow tells all. So let's see if I've got anything tomorrow. I know I'm worried a little bit, but I feel a little bit bad than earlier on even. All right? Send loads of love.